What's cracking, everyone? My name is Eric, and today we are finally beginning on scripting. Woohoo! The thing I've been talking about a lot, and that's simply because this is what I mainly do. Finally, something I can talk about with confidence. Anyway, this video is gonna cover the absolute basics, and it's gonna be an introduction video for both those who are completely new and have no idea what scripting is, and for those that maybe know what scripting is and what the concept of scripting is, but have no sense of it inside Roblox Studio. In its basic form, a script is an object that performs that adds functionality to something else. It does this by performing a set of instructions. So a classic example would be this would be last video where I made a close button for shop frame, but it didn't do anything because I haven't given it any functionality. So to make that work, that close button close the actual shop, I would need to give it functionality via a script, and I do this by giving the script a set of instructions that it then runs, and that's the point of scripting. I have to do the instructions correctly to what I want. So let's get started. So as I said, scripting is like an object. I can add it to the workspace, and here in the scripting series, we're finally gonna start talking about more and more of these folders. Because so far we haven't talked about workspace and started UI. But yeah. Under Workspace, you want to click plus, and you can see under Frequently Used, we actually have a script. However, if we search script, we get three different types of scripts. So these are the three main script types we have in Robot Studio. We have script, local script, and module script. So what script you want to use really depends on what you're going to do with it. So module scripts are like a bit more complex. We're not gonna talk about this in the next long few videos. However, these two are a little simple to understand, but the simplest one that we're going to start with is script. So just click that, and you'll be prompted with this. So you'll be greeted with this large canvas, a few lines, and something that says print hello world, and most importantly, you have two windows now. So you can switch between these two. This is your main place, and this is your script tab. This is because you can actually enter your script. So remember, this is an object, so you'll be able to see it in the Explorer. To open it up again, you can just double click it. And this is why it has another tab, because you can look inside it. So here is the canvas we're gonna run the instructions on. So you can see right now it says print hello world, and we're gonna talk about what that means in a bit. So right now you just want to select all of it and delete it. So right now we have a blank space. So you write your script line by line, meaning that one line does something while another line does differently. So you can't make an entire gun script within one line. You have to do it across several lines. And usually the amount of lines you have in your script gives off an idea of how complex it is. So let's get started with a simple command. The most simplest one being print. So you'll notice that when I say print, it actually comes up with a list of suggestions. We have print, physical properties, pairs, blah 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 blah. Print is already at the top, which we want, so you can just say enter. Let's say I want to get pairs. That way I would press down 2 times and then press enter. So this is just a really useful trick to use. Like being able to use enter and autofill will make you type a lot faster. So you say print, and you automatically enter these parentheses. Also, another thing to understand is that you might be a little surprised that it's not very literal. Like it's very like when you start out, scripting can see very secretive. Instead of saying print this or that close shot, you have to. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's not as if it's a full sentence or anything. It can be kind of secretive. Sorry, I don't know how to put it. But yeah, you have basically these code words that you put together, so it can seem kind of like gibberish when you write a full script. So anyway, we're gonna say print, and then we're gonna add a quotation mark, and you'll notice that it automatically closes it for us. And then we can say hello, similar to the hello world. So this will print the text hello, and we'll talk about why we need the parentheses and quotation mark in a bit. To actually see what we've done here, we need to open up our output console. So remember, go into view and then open up the output console. This is because printing this will actually just output some text. Now you can't really output like a 2D text anywhere in the world just like that, and that is why we have the output console. This is like our text interface. So any text that we print and read will go in here, and you'll notice that when we hit play, it will just load in, and while we do that, you can see that it says hello. So this is just printed hello. So printing basically means like writing something in the output. Later on, we're gonna talk more about like how to do stuff with our like actual world and not the output console, because this output console can't do much right now. But yeah, you get the idea. It's gonna be much more interesting later. Right. So the reason why we are writing it in quotation mark is because we want to do it. We want to say it literally. That means that anything we put in the quotation mark, it will just print right away. And a good example of showing this is if we say 5 plus 5. So you can do it without spaces, or you can do it with spaces. The common courtesy thing to do here is to put space like between all mathematical operations. So if I say 5 plus 5, we can also do that. Also, I just closed I just closed the output console. I'll just go to view. I'll go to, if it will just load in, I'll go to output and open that up. And you'll notice that it gives us 10 because 5 plus 5 is 10. And this is where we can use the quotation marks, because quotation marks put it literally. So if I want to actually print the text 5 plus 5 so that it says 5 plus 5 right here, down here, I can just put quotation marks. And then, select that and put quotation marks, and it will put that in quotation marks. And now it will print what is in these quotation marks literally. So hopefully it should not say 10 anymore, but it should say 5 plus 5. So let's go ahead and test that out. So we're gonna hit play again, and wow, we did really say quotation marks a lot of times. And you'll notice that it gives us the 5 plus 5 text instead of 10, which is beautiful. So next thing, I'm not, let's cover it. Actually, no, let's go ahead and end the video here. I want to do scripting in shorter terms. That way I can easily upload them, and it'll be easier for you to watch. So next video we're gonna talk about variables. So yeah, that was really all for today. So remember, add a script as an object, then go inside here, remove all text, and then do whatever you want. Oh, one last thing I've got is that is the line by line thing. So as I said, it happens line by line. So if I write 2 lines here, and remember, enter is if you press enter outside the line right here, you'll go down 1 line. So I can say print. I can say actually no. Also I can add a blank line. So this is often done to it's like I just keep it organized. You'll be using this a lot. Like you don't want to add everything like too cramped. You want to give it space, and we'll talk about that in a few later videos. But for now, you don't need to worry much about blank lines and all that. So I'm just gonna say 2 plus 2 equals 5 here, and then I'm gonna follow that up by 2 plus no, that is not correct, because it is indeed not correct when 2 plus 2 equals 5. So as you can see, this happens line by line, but it doesn't get executed. It doesn't get executed at the same time. So the script actually runs down these lines. It goes from line 1 all the way to line 4. And this will always happen no matter how many lines you have, whether it's 4, 17, or 253. So it goes through top to bottom, meaning that it goes to the first line, then it reads print hello. So it prints the text hello. Then it goes to the second line, and it doesn't read anything, so it skips ahead, and it goes down that way. So that is another important thing to note in the line-by-line structure that we have going on here. So it will run basically it will run in the same order that we wrote it. So hopefully it should first say print hello. First it should print the text hello, then it should print the text 2 plus 2 equals 5. And then it should print the text that says no, that's not correct. And let's go ahead and do that. So once again, I forgot to open the output console again, which is absolutely beautiful. I just go to view, wait for it to load in, and then go to output. And you'll notice that it first says hello, then it says 2 plus 2 equals 5, and then it says no, that is not correct. And as a last thing for this video, and good lord, I just closed the output console again. Here we go. And you'll notice that we can actually show that it runs line by switching around these two. So now it should first say no, that is not correct, and then print 2 plus 2 equals 5. And this time I'm going to remember the output console, or that to turn it on. And you'll notice that it says hello, and then it first says no, that is not correct, and then it says 2 plus 2 equals 5. So that was a bit longer than I expected it to be, but yeah, that's important to note. That's really all for this video, so this was hopefully a nice little introduction to how scripting works. But yeah, I'll hit you up in the next video where we are going to talk about variables. But yeah, until then, it's been fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.